Welcome back, everybody, to MRD Future Tech, where we teach you on how you can become an AI expert. No complex coding, no tech wizardry, just a few instructions on how you can build simple and even complex automations. Now, today, I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to build a simple connection with your Twitter account, or known as today, your X account. Just a few instructions, nothing complicated. So let's dive in. Now, the first thing, of course, you want to do is open your make.com account. And then, of course, we're going to say create new scenario. Now, once we create a new scenario, what we're going to do is we're going to look for our Twitter module or our X module. So we can search it right there. Twitter. And we're going to say, we're going to choose Twitter and we're going to say watch posts. And there we have it. We have our Twitter module. Now, what we essentially are trying to do in this episode, we're trying to create a connection. So you're going to come over right here and say create a connection. So now it's going to want client ID and client secret. We don't have none of those. Fear not. I'm going to teach you guys on how you can build or create a simple connection. So we're going to want our client ID and client secret. How do we do that? Easy. So what we're going to do is we are going to go onto our developer platform. So you're going to type in the search bar X developer platform. And this is what you're going to bump into. You're going to scroll right down. And what we want to do, what we want is free. We don't want basic, pro, or enterprise. We want free. So you're going to click on get started. Now, I've already signed up and I've already created my Twitter account. So that's why it just led me straight in. But you guys, of course, it's going to need certain permissions and it's going to need you to have an x.com account. So make sure you have a Twitter account that you can connect to the developer platform. And once you click on get started, you're going to come into a box that requires you to essentially type in a reason or different scenarios that you would be using the developer X platform. So what X is going to want from you, they're going to want you to describe all of your case uses for Twitter or X's API and data. So this is what you're essentially going to type into the box, and then you're going to tick all of the necessary boxes that basically make sure that you comply with their policies. So I want access to X's API via make.com to automate tasks, import tweets, users and mentions, and integrate Twitter with other apps. This will help me streamline my social media workflow, gain valuable insights, and save time by automating repetitive processes. By leveraging the power of make.com and Twitter's API, I can create efficient workflows that keep me informed, engaged, and responsive on the platform. So that's all you're going to put in. So you can just copy and paste this. I'll put it in the description. So let's move forward. So once you're inside, this is what your screen is going to look like. So where we want to go is projects and apps. And then we are going to click on default project. Now, once we're on default project, we're going to hover over apps and we're going to come over here to app settings. Once we're in app settings, we're going to come over here to user authentication settings and we're going to say set up. Now, once we're clicked on user authentication settings, what we're going to run into is app permissions. So what we're going to say is we want X to read and write and direct messages. So we're going to give it that permission. Type of app, web app. And then we're going to bump into app info. Now, so what it's going to want is a callback URL or redirect URL. So now that's required. So where do we get that? Well, come on back to make.com and this is where you'll find it. So you're probably wondering, where did I get this? So you can just hover on the search bar and search X, or formerly Twitter, and just look for the create a custom application in X subsection. And then we're going to look for our callback URL. Here it is right here. So all we have to do is copy and paste. Command C. And then we come on back to X developer platform. And we paste it. There it is. And then we're going to paste also another one as provided by make.com. Command C. And now it's going to want the website URL. Same place where we got the callback URL. As you can see right there. Command C. Website URL. It's going to want organization name, organization URL. That's all optional. So we can just save that. Changing permissions might affect your app. We'll just say yes. And then there you have it. We have our client ID and client secret ID. So we're going to copy that. Come back right over to make.com. Click on our module and say create a connection. We're going to paste in our client ID. Go back to the X developer platform and look for our client secret ID. Come back over to make.com, paste that right in, and we are going to save. Yes, and continue. And now it's essentially creating the connection. So of course, I'm going to continue. And it's logged into my X account. And now we're going to come back over here. Just going to wait for it to connect that, create that connection on make.com. So now it's going to ask us to authorize the app. We're going to say authorize app. And then we head back to make.com. And there you have it. Now we have created a connection with our X account onto our make.com platform. What we said, we want make.com to essentially watch our posts. So user ID, we don't need to input anything on user ID. So if we want to exclude reposts or replies, we can tick that, but we can leave that in there. So we can head over to our X account and create a post. We can say, hello world. Post. Head back over to make.com. Save. And we can run. And there you have it. As you can see the text, it essentially captured our post on our Twitter account. And there you can see it's written, hello world. Very simple instructions. Anybody can do it. You don't need intense coding skills or a software engineering degree. Just a few instructions basically on how you can also create automations and become an AI expert, or just optimize your business or even make money. That's it from me today, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you catch all of our tutorials so you can teach yourself basically on how to become an AI expert. Please don't forget to subscribe and even keep the notifications on so you get our latest tutorials, and even have a look at all of our different courses on our website so you can also just become an advanced AI expert. I'll catch you on our next one.